Hello. Hello, everybody. So I'm sick. I I was good enough. I was better enough to go to work, and so I was like, well, I guess I better stream as well. Um, but yeah, how's it going, people that are here? Data potato. So you have to pronounce. It depends on how you pronounce data there. Data potato, and it sounds better. Akai, the creator. Oh, got feedback. Hang on. Okay. Lighting time. Yep, it is. Yippers. Oh, whoops, caps lock. I've had people like forget they have tap caps lock on, and then they don't care, and they just like type a whole sentence on caps, and I'm like, why are you yelling at me? And they're like, oh, sorry, caps lock. I was like, but I mean, like, just put, like, press backspace, so then type it again. Tomorrow, will you be live? We'll see. I'll probably feel better tomorrow. I don't know how long we'll be live today, because, like, I don't feel like it. Like, just half an hour ago. Um, what was it? 2 o'clock? Half an hour ago? Makes sense. Half an hour ago, I was like lying on my bed, and I was falling asleep, and I was like, maybe I should just cancel going live because I all of a sudden feel really good. I feel like taking a nap. I even fell asleep for a little bit, and I don't nap very easy. Like it's hard for me to actually lie down and take a nap, but I knew it would be good for me. I was like, sh- should I skip streaming for this rare opportunity when my body feels good enough to nap? So, uh, but yeah, I got up anyway. I think I fell asleep for like 5 minutes there, maybe, which is pretty good. I mean, that's a nap in my book. Hello, OMG, real game dev. It is Adrian. How's it going? I like to say I'm a real game dev, though anybody who makes games at all is a real game dev. So I mean, I'm not that impressive, is all I'm saying. Oi, Ryan Pog, how's it going? Tomorrow, will you be live? Yeah, I just read that. We'll see. Probably. Can you play my game demo tomorrow? Yeah, I can. In fact, we'll probably go live because look what I got. I got Rain World because you guys said it's the best one. I haven't played it yet, so maybe we'll do a first time ever playing it on stream. But then again, that could ruin it for me because if I play it on stream, it'll be like people would be like, "You're doing it wrong. Got to do it this way," and then I'll do it that way, and then I won't get the discovery of everything myself. Yeah, I can play your game tomorrow if I go live tomorrow. Will you one day make a game where you purposely follow all of the bad advice you give in your videos? I will. In fact, that is a plan. I want to make How to Fail at Indie Game Development the game. It could be good. The Potato King. Well, there's more than one potato here. We got Data Potato and the Potato King. So Data Potato, assuming you're still here, do you accept the Potato King as your king? He like, do you believe that is his title? Does he have that title over you? Where's I don't know. We'll see if he shows up. But anyway, I don't know. Let's open Ace Bright. See how much work I've done. Look at this. See how much work I've done. Here's Ace Bright, and we have all these. Well, I don't know why this is here because I haven't played it. It just showed up in my library, so I guess here's Ace Bright. And then we got all these games in between it. Yeah, been doing a lot of work while I've been sick. A lot of work. I was totally democratically elected. Taught. Like tater tot. Boy, how's my voice sound? It probably sounds like I'm recovering. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Let's look at this. I think we need to add the thing. Oh, we need to turn music on. Is what we need to do. This will be fun to try to find that Fairly music again. Let's see. Let's see here. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Gotta find. You can see my mouse moving from the character on the middle of the screen. So my mouse, the guy's looking at my mouse. So while I'm doing things on my other screen, which is above this one, you can see him wiggle back and forth. Let's see. Let's go to history, and we'll find it here somewhere. It's out here somewhere. I really need to just bookmark it. It'll be so much easier. I just saw this this video of. I'm reminded of it because I'm scrolling through my history of this chick that pretended that she got pregnant and then that she had a miscarriage in order to launch her Patreon. And I'm like, that's the dumbest thing ever. And apparently everybody agreed. The internet roasted her hard for it. Alright, there we go. Hogwarts Legacy devs are greedy. Are they greedy? Oh, like for how much it costs? Yeah, so I didn't pay full price for that. I didn't even pay half price when it went on sale. Because it went on sale like 50% off. Let's see. Oh, it's got an update. What? Store page. Yeah, normally it is 60 bucks. Be quiet. Normally it's 60 bucks, but it was on sale for 50% off. And then me and my brother went halvesies on it so that he could play it every once in a while. Because he comes over to visit sometimes, and then I'll be like, yeah, you can hop on the computer and play whatever you want. So he wanted to play it too. I was selected for Gryffindor because why would you pick something else? Right? I mean, I can kind of see why you'd pick something else. But to me, if you've read the books, especially if you've read the books, I mean, maybe if you watched the movie, it'd be different. But if you've read the books, then half of the point of playing the game is to experience a little bit of what you tasted in the books. And everything in the books is in the Gryffindor common room. And so there's more nostalgia, which is why most people probably play that game than anything, in being in the Gryffindor common room and running around there than almost anything else. So, yeah, whatever that's worth. Hi, it's Don. Don of the Burb. How's it going, Don of the Burb? Ben Scott, what's going? What's good? Things are good. I'm not as good. I'm kind of sick, so we'll see how much we do today. I do feel like what we're going to do is going to be relatively easy. Oh, it's so satisfying. So happy with where the game is at so far. Oh, except I died. Get here. Get here. It's really good. Okay. Wow. Okay. I got distracted by how good that looked. We're going to add a thing. I was thinking we'd add a destructible, just like in the room, you know, like a barrel or something. Some kind of container, just like something like this. Just kind of sits there and then you hit it and it breaks. Just like these do, right? In fact, we'd even use the same thing, except maybe change its color. But then again, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. So let's make that. I'm gonna open this, because then we can get the color. New. Let's do 64 by 64. Or if we just a circle, like a barrel, right? Who's gonna know? Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. How would they know? There. You got back from work. I did. I went to work, and the first like 20 minutes at work, I was like, I need to just go home. Why did I go back to work? Like my actual real life job. And then I was like, no, I just gotta wait 20 minutes, and maybe the drugs will kick in. And then the drugs kicked in, and I was like, okay, I can stay for the rest of my shift, or whatever. And then I came home, and then I almost collapsed and died on the bed, and then I had to stream. So here I am. Thankfully, all I have to do is sit, and I guess I would be anyway. Like I'd just be playing a game. It doesn't take any brain power to play a game. Usually, I say that, and then I play Factorio. Not just that, they're advertising RPG elements and choices, which was a lie, and turned Quidditch into a separate game. Oh yeah, that's true. Yep, it is pretty greedy. Did they make a DLC for that yet, or are they still like gonna poop that out one day? I gotta look at it now. DLCs. Oh, they just got cosmetics right now, I think. Right? Pack includes Dark Arts cosmetic set. Yeah, all they got is a cosmetic set. Yeah, eventually I'm sure they'll make the Quidditch DLC. But yeah, it's still pretty fun though. It's not bad. And the one thing they did do well, like it has problems, don't get me wrong, but one thing that they did do well for an RPG is really cramming a lot of content into a small-ish world, open world, right? The open world that they have here isn't really huge. Like you got the castle, you got the town next to it, and then they kind of just added a bunch of stuff around the castle and the town that doesn't actually exist in the book or the movies. But I mean, you gotta add something to the open world to make it a little bit more expansive. And they did a really good job, I feel like, of filling the world with plenty to see and do, and making it feel like you don't have to go too far to find something, you know? I wasn't there for most of the Destructible stream. They look good. They sure do. You guys are probably going to be extra good at distracting me today, because of that. Alright. There. Does that look like a barrel? Does that count? I feel like it needs more detail, but let's work with that for now. We'll prototype this thing. We'll call it something. We'll put it in Destructibles. We'll say barrel. How do you spell barrel? Oh well, nobody cares. It's in the files. People won't see it when they play the game. That's how I make myself feel better that I can't spell worth beans. See, that's what's funny about that. What's funny about that sentence? Barrel. As a PNG, yep. What's funny about this sentence, I can't spell worth beans, is that I actually can spell the words worth beans, but I can't spell worth beans at the same, like, the sentence is true and false at the same time. What'd you get? What's your in real life job? I work in assembly. I help build stuff. Freeze dryers specifically, but I'll be moving here shortly, I think, to help with marketing, because they're like, oh, you do YouTube, and so maybe you know how to make videos. I was like, I could try. I don't know if my style of videos are going to quite fit for what they're looking for, but I like to learn. I think it would be a good opportunity to learn how to make more serious videos, so it could be good. But they're in the same boat. They're like, we don't know anything about this, so it'll be kind of an adventure to figure stuff out. And I'm like, hey, I like adventures. So yeah. So yeah, pretty soon I might be able to say I work in marketing. But right now I just work in assembly, which is great. I can listen to audiobook and that's it. And just chill, you know. Chill while I put screws in a metal thing. The Scratch servers are dying so hard right now, are they? Why is that? Why would the Scratch servers die? Aren't there always people who want to make games on Scratch? Those who leave and new people who join? Or is it because other game engines are becoming more accessible? And people are like, I need something low level, but not that low level. Not that Scratch is really that low level, but it kind of is. I mean, I'm not trying to insult, it's just what it is. Separate game entirely. It's in beta, I think. Oh, is it in beta? It's just a completely separate game? You're distracting me again. Like, I just need to, like, read through the things. I gotta look. Is it under the same... Let's see. Is it Warner Bros? Let's see. It should be under Warner Bros, right? No, Warner Bros is gonna have way too much crap. Holy moly. There's too much. Avalanche Software, maybe? Nope. Same company. Boy, how would I could probably just search. Duh. Let's see. Hogwarts. Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy Dark Arts back. Hogwarts Lego. Questionable games. World's Worst Hydroman. Handyman. Nope. Let's see. Would it be Quidditch? Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. Let's look up I had to type half of it first so I could see how to spell Quidditch. Oh yeah, September 3rd, 2024. Hasn't come out yet. This looks silly. Wow, that is a screenshot right there. Look at that screenshot. This could be you in the game. You get a really dumbed down version of Draco Malfoy. Wow. Why is this a game? Why is this gonna be a game? Planned release date, September 3rd. It looks so stupid. Is this a recognizable character? No, it's just some nameless who... what? Look, there's Harry. No, go back. I don't even know who that is. So we got both Weasleys, the 3 Weasleys. Wow, the Quidditch team has just always been all the Weasleys. And then Harry, and then I forgot his name, and I don't even know. I forgot her name. I guess she's a character. I just unrecognizable. This looks so dumb, visually. Like, why couldn't they just do the? My account got banned on Scratched. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. What'd you do? Barrel. Oh, I spelled it right. Hey. Except you also confused me because your username is no, and so it looked like no barrel. I was like, oh, I was supposed to do it that way. Anyway, we'll move on from how dumb this looks. I mean, maybe the mechanics are fun, but visually it looks so stupid. The pictures don't make me want to play it at all. Anyway, let's get back to work. I don't know, 3 years ago. I'm pretty advanced scratcher when it comes to coding. Hey guys, I'm finally here, says Zom. People have been waiting for you. Fortnite graphics for some. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It looks like Fortnite graphics, and that's one of the biggest reasons why. Well, it's not the biggest reason. One of the biggest reasons why I've never played Fortnite, though. It just looks like barf. Makes me want to puke in my mouth. It's not that bad, but you know, it kind of is. What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm making a thing. Does it need to have? It just needs to have a collision shape. So we should have it be that. It could be that. Let's add a sprite. Let's add a collision shape. Let's add a. That's it, right? Oh wait, no, it's a area 2D, I think. Yeah, add an area 2D. We'll give the collision shape there. And then a sprite, we'll give it the barrel sprite. Barrel, it's really just a circle, but shh, don't tell. Barrels are circles from above. Zom, says Kool-Aid Drinker. He's been waiting for you. Fortnite graphics for some reason. Why are we on Steam? Because we're looking at how dumb the new Quidditch game looks. That's all. And I get distracted. You guys distract me. Thanks. No one gonna buy that. Oh, lol. Hello there, pop lover. How's it going? Monkey with a mask. What's up? Doing Path of Pain and wanted to enjoy someone else in pain today. You're funny. Does anyone know how to do mechanics like Carrion? How do you pronounce that? That's that game where you play the monster, isn't it? Mechanics like it? I've not, like, I don't know. You just have to come up. I don't know. That's too broad of a question, I think. Do you create modular class for breakable objects? I did. Well, no, I created the what's it called? The chunk, right? This thing would like explode. So then all we have to do is whatever object we want to have it explode out of, we just have that thing disappear and then the chunks appear and it works. So we kind of already have the code. We'll just attach it to this. I'm gonna call this a barrel and save it to environment destructibles. Save. So I would say it's modular, sort of. Unless you're using like coding terms that are going over my head. But otherwise, yeah, I made a thing that can be repeated. I guess I assume that's what you mean. I added a cutscene editor to my game, Donkey Kong's Crash Course Creator. Yeah, I know that's a mouthful. Cool. I assume you're gonna release this game for free because you probably don't own the rights to Donkey Kong, unless somehow Badman has just been secretly like the CEO of the Donkey Kong franchise this whole time. Isn't Donkey Kong Nintendo? Badman's just like the CEO of Nintendo. It's like, yeah, I'm just chilling in this random person's stream. Scratch games are always free. Oh, okay, I see. So you can just copy whatever franchise you want and nobody cares because you can't do anything about it. What am I doing? My brain isn't working. Actually, while I've been sick, I haven't played Factorio. I've been playing all these other games that don't take any brain power, like Hogwarts Legacy. Or I guess The Forest. Does that not take any brain power? I don't know. It's kind of... That looks good. And then, what are we doing? That's it. Gotta give it a script. Barrel. Now we're just gonna take a bunch of code from, let's say, this guy. Take the chunk code. And then we're gonna need the function that makes it explode, the spawn chunks function. I should have called it blow chunks. I should call this the blow chunks function, because it'd be like, it'd be funny, because that's a word for barf. Oh well. Artindi, video idea: how to fail at being healthy. That's a good idea. I saw it was you and maybe a couple other people made that joke when I announced I was sick. Everybody's like, how to fail at being healthy. That's gonna be almost everything I do now. I think there's gonna be somebody who can come up with a video title for what I'm doing with my life. I could be like, I can't think of a situation right now because I got sick brain. I was gonna think of some witty situation, but then it didn't work at all. See, there we go. How to fail at telling a joke. Right there. There's the situation. I just came up with it because I couldn't think of anything. Okay, spawn chunks. I'm gonna spawn them out. It's random, and then they spawn. There we go. It's done. But we need to trigger this still, so we'll trigger it with this. I think it's body entered. Connect. And then we're also just going to copy that as well. So on body area entered. Is that it? No, that's if an area enters. Body entered. Spawn chunk. And die. That's all. That's all it is. Easy peasy. Done. Easy peasy. Banana smoothie. Is that what's the phrase? I don't know what it is. It rhymes with easy peasy. Spew chunks is closer to spawn chunks. Oh, it's true. Spew chunks would have worked. You could do great things with Scratch. Honestly, I bet you could. Like if you get smart enough people on it, almost anything that has any level of coding. I mean, you've seen like what people can do with Minecraft, right? They take Minecraft Redstone and make a full computer. Oh, I don't have a die function. What am I doing? I'll have to do just Q free. Actually, let's look at what's happening in the die function here real quick. And then we'll know. Oh, look, there it is. It's just Q free. Alright. Q free. Problem solved. How long has everyone been in game dev? Since my Scratch era. You counting Scratch too? Yes. Well, yeah, I know. So how do most people get introduced to Scratch? I know there's like lots of school programs that use Scratch. Is that how most of you guys learn about Scratch? Because to be totally honest, I only learned about Scratch within the past year. Maybe I'd heard it thrown around, but I didn't really know what it was until like within the last year. Maybe within the last 6 months. Like I didn't really know what it was until recently. I'm very new, only 7 years with Scratch. Scratch is good for beginners, but it has its limits. That's what I would think. But at the same time, people would think, well, Minecraft has its limits too. But then you see people make whole freaking computers with it. But then it's still limited. Like, how good of a computer can you actually make in Minecraft? It's not going to be that good. I've seen people make Minecraft with Minecraft. I know. Yeah, they made a computer good enough, a redstone computer good enough to play Minecraft in Minecraft, which I'm sure the quality was really abysmal, but hey, that's still impressive. What's interesting is how they ported Minecraft over to that world somehow. So somehow they had to maybe program Minecraft into Minecraft. It hurts my brain. I learned about Scratch from my own research. Cool. My dad's coworker told him about Scratch that my dad showed me when I was 6. When you were 6? Dang. Were you using it that early on? That's crazy. Gonna search computer on Scratch now. Isn't Scratch basically JavaScript? From what I see, it's just kind of like block code. Like, I don't think it's a whole lot. I don't know for sure, but what I've seen of it is it's just kind of like drag and drop code, I think. But maybe I'm totally wrong. Gonna search computer on Scratch now. I just realized what you actually meant by that. All right, let's test this out. Test. We're gonna spawn in. Well, let's actually delete all these guys. We don't need a bunch of enemies while we're testing out the destructible. Delete. Let's test. Let's spawn in a barrel. Maybe I should save the seed first. Cancel. Save. Instantiate a barrel scene. Barrel. Instantiated. It's such a funny word, instantiate. I think this barrel's a little too big. Look at it, it's huge. Oh, I made it too big. I need to make it smaller. Should have done 32 by 32. That's a big barrel. Doesn't work. Oh, it's because I have to make it detect the right stuff. Hang on. Excuse me. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. If body is in group, kill enemy, then it will work. Should we also spawn sparks? That'd be kind of cool. We'll get to that. Okay, and then just because it annoys me. Wait, is that actually what I needed? It would have worked with any body. I'm probably on the wrong layer. Let's see. Bot body. Which layer is it on? 2. Yeah, I'm on the wrong layer. Oopsie. Oopsie-doodle. My bad. Silly me. Okay, and before we go on, we're actually going to change this because it looks so stupid. Let's make it smaller. Can't be that big. In fact, 32 by 32 is probably too big too. We need to go even smaller, I think, than that. But we'll go with this. We'll see. We'll see how it looks. This is manageable. Why is Artindi so good at streaming? Not that. The joke, like once I stream, the joke is made how to fail at streaming because I do dumb stuff while streaming. Why is it? You should be able to get inside the barrel. Oh, that'd be cool. And then it explodes while you're inside. You can like explode out of it. No, that's scope creep. Drag and drop, it depends on the drag and drop. Monkey with a mask, and we should add monkeys. Welcome back, traveler. Hey, welcome. No on me tube. I always just read what you write. I never actually read your name. See, that's one of the other things. I guess lots of streamers don't do that. They don't necessarily read who it is. But I'd rather be personal. But at the same time, a lot of you guys have names like NoWanMeTube, which isn't that hard to read, but I mean, it kind of is. But maybe it's just me. But some people, I'll read their name every time because I can actually I know I'm pronouncing it right. And now I can't keep up with you guys. I'm not even paying attention to the stream now. Good job, Artindi. Yeah, that's how you stream. You just do stuff until people stop paying attention to you. Deadapale, you remind me of that kid. He mentioned something about adding monkeys all the time. Yeah, it's true. And his profile picture is Donkey Kong, I think. What are we adding? Barrels? I thought it was lights. We're going to do that too. Shh, be quiet. Was that what I... Finishing up the lights? Yeah, that's what I titled it. But the whole time, secretly, I was planning on adding a barrel. In fact, here's what the plan was. In my off-camera mining, I was going to add the barrel, and then it would just be there. But then in my mind, I was still like, I got to work on that first. And so we get here, and that's what we're doing and not doing lights. So, yeah, live with it. Gregory, how's it going? What's the best way to avoid scope creep in your opinion? That is a good question, and if I answer it, I'm not going to be able to read anybody else's chats. So sorry everybody else who's written chats, because I'm just not going to read them, because let me scan through real quick, make sure there's nothing really important so I can ignore you guys. What's wrong with ducks? I was also making something and then my brain blew up. Someone did. I just sent a job application, wish me luck. Oh, good luck. Hey, here y'all be funny. Har, y'all be funny. Oh, because everybody's talking about you. No, says the Vincent. Welcome, Mother Vincent. Best way to avoid scope creep is a lot of practice. Also, make a design document. Write everything out that you want in your game. Decide what will make your game good, and then make that and stick to it. Don't be tempted to add stuff. Like as we've been doing this, especially in live stream, everybody's throwing out recommendations for what we can add to the game, and I'm always like, oh, that's a good idea, but no, I can't do it. I have to stick to just the bare minimum. Also, another way to avoid scope creep is to write out what the absolute bare minimum is. Make what's it called? A minimum viable product is what it's called. It's where it's the absolute basic bare bones minimum for it to be playable at all. Make that first, and then add what's necessary after that. If you work on stuff that's not part of that, then you're scope creeping. Even if it is something that you will want to add for sure before the game is done, it's not part of the minimum viable product. So there's a lot of tricks like that. And wow, everybody's chatting way too fast now. I would totally pay Artindi $3 a month, but my monthly YouTube channel income is $250. That's funny. That's really funny. That's okay. Save up your $250 a month so you can just buy my game when it comes out. How about I'll change the membership the price to $250. No, I'm just kidding. That's funny. What is scope creep? Scope creep is where you add too much crap to your game. It's where you make the scope too large, and they call it scope creep because it slowly happens over time. So you're just like, I'm going to make my game this, and then, oh, I should add this. Oh, I should add this. Oh, I should add this. And then after a little while, you're making Skyrim plus Halo plus Minecraft all together. Skylocraft. And you're like, wow, I'm never going to get this done. And then you never do, and then you quit. It's one of the biggest killers of indie games, I think, out there, scope creep. Because people want to add everything to their first game, and then they die. Wow, I cannot read all your chats now. I'm way too far behind, so I apologize if there's anything important. If it's terribly important, put it down again, and maybe I'll catch it. I almost forgot you were ill, Artindi. Hope you feel better soon. Me too. I hope so too. Okay, let's see if this works now. Should work. I scope creep all the time because my ADHD isn't interested in what's absolutely necessary. Yeah, it's true. Another trick for scope... Oh, it's still not detecting it. Why? So another trick for scope creep is to I'm trying to answer the question and figure out this problem at the same time. That's not going to work. Another trick for scope creep is to make what you want, but then just be really willing to cut stuff out of it and change your plans as you go. And like that one game that I showed you guys last Saturday, Paradigm. Let me bring it up for the visual aspect of it. This game right here. Somebody played it just after the stream. Somebody went and played it out. It's actually pretty fun, I'd say. But anyway, I'm dying. This game originally there's gonna be a lot more, and when we were making it, we definitely suffered from scope creep, and eventually we realized what was going on, and we just axed most of the game, just chopped so much out of it because we realized we needed to just finish it, make it a thing, finish it, get it out there. And so we chopped probably like 70% of what we were going to have in this game, and then we wound up with a pretty decent game. And that's what happens when it's one of the ways to avoid scope creep is to let the scope creep happen, but then chop it all off at some point. Realize you don't need all that. Have you read mine, Artindi? I talked about the origin of my name. That's pretty important. Oh, no, I missed it. I'm sorry. Maybe you can post it again. At me in it. Maybe I'll notice it. Why are you guys all chatting so fast? It's because we're talking about something interesting, probably. My biggest game killer is thinking of other ideas, not adding them, but overly thinking about them to the point where I hate my current idea. Where you get fed up with the one you're working on. You're just like, I want to work on a different game now because this other idea I have is way cooler. No, yep. And then as soon as you do that, then you come up with a new idea, and you're like, no, this new idea is even better. Forcibly slams mouth onto water pipe. Hydration time. Funny, I just drank my blood because using floss made my mouth bleed at the nooks and crannies. I missed something that Monkey with a Mask said. Too bad you haven't hydrated in the last 72 hours, so the blood is drier than the Sahara Desert. What? What are you guys talking about? Artindi, we chat quickly, because yes. Because yes. That's the answer. 16 whole viewers. I know. Record. Actually, my record was the first time I streamed development on this game, and that's probably because I announced it beforehand and hyped it up like crazy. But I think we hit like 51 viewers, and I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. I'm sure it will never happen again though. Oh, it's so hot too. I'm dying. Okay, why isn't this working? Why isn't this collision just working? Let's see. We got the area detection. It's on the right layer. It's got the right mask. It's the exact same as this thing. Oh, it's not. What the heck? How did I misread that? It's supposed to be 1, 6, and 3. What the heck? How did I? Ugh. Let's try it again. Pathetic. Yeah, there we go. It works. I think it's too big though. I think it needs to be like just a little smaller. Let's see. Oh, it's hard. It's hard to make it smaller. Let's do this big. There. Save it. And then we gotta adjust the thing. Collision shape. 16 is too big. 12 is good. Artindi, you can give any existing boss a different move or mechanic. What would it be? Oh, that's tough. Artindi, what is that Amazon rainforest in your code? Why is that section so green? Wait, where? What are you talking about? Right here? I don't know. Which section? What are you talking about? This section? There's a little bit of green there. Did I even look at that? Oh, right here? It's just some bad code. I mean, what do you expect? I'd have a good explanation. what you're supposed to do, although that's not even true. What a lot of people do, and they think that it's better, which maybe it is instead of doing this, so like here's me accessing the sword, right? Instead of doing that, they'll go and make a variable like this, and they'll say this is variable sword, and it equals this reference, right? Why isn't that working? Well, it's something like that. I'm doing it incorrectly, but they'll basically just take the reference that I'm using. I'm saying, hey, go access this node, but they'll just plug the whole node into a variable and then put the variable name here. And then that way they don't have to have all these long green sections of them finding the variable or the node in the tree body. But I don't know. I don't always do that because I don't always know which ones I'm going to access. That's something that I could do afterwards, but in the moment, not so much. And I totally skipped your question. How could you get, if I could give any existing boss a different move or mechanic, what would it be? I have no idea because I haven't played a whole lot of games where I actually fight bosses. And if there were any, I couldn't remember any of them that were memorable enough for me to want to change them. So that's my lame answer for you. Artindi, make a Discord rich presence for the game real quick. A Discord rich presence? I don't know what that is. For the Discord rich presence for the game. Yeah, I don't know what that is. You have to describe more. Duck tastes like blood too. Wait, the green section is gone. Uh-oh. Oh, snap. Please use onReady var so you don't have to do that. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's probably what it is. onReady var. See, and I have... No, I don't have them up here. I have them in some different code somewhere. And that's what other people do so that they're not referencing it like I was doing that. But in the moment, it's hard for me to do that. Like when I'm making the code, a lot of it is trial and error until I get it to work. Not all the time, but a lot of it is like I'm problem solving while I'm coding. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, let me access this node. And then sometimes I have to delete it and change something else, right? But this is something that I could change afterward to make my code more readable. Same with, here's another thing with code that you don't want to do. Let me see if I can find a case. I'm sure I'll find one here somewhere in player. You don't want to use floating numbers like these. Look at this. Shield hit points does not equal 0, right? You don't want to have these, even if it's just zeros and ones. Or like here, I got 0.8 or 0.2. Well, maybe that's appropriate, but most of the time, you don't want any floating numbers at all. Like here, 0.3. The attack speed is 0.3. Why? It should be something like attack speed is this would be for if you still have the attack speed ability. So you'd be attack enabled ability, or like you'd name it something else, or that you could name it fast attack speed. So that when you read the code, you'd be like attack speed equals fast attack speed, and then here it'd be attack speed equals slow attack speed, right? Instead of 0.3. So that's what you don't want to do. You want to name, you want to get all of these numbers in variables up above. That way your code's more readable, and you're not wondering what is that number, right? It has a purpose and a name. But I always forget to do that, and yeah, I kind of suck. Wow, guys, stop chatting so fast. Repeating my last comment because you missed it, and now I am so depressed. Making Minecraft in Scratch is more impressive than using Unity or whatever. Limits make for better achievements. It's true, yeah, if it's harder to achieve. Like if someone draws, I don't know, Da Vinci with chalk on the sidewalk, that's always like, dang, that's cool. Funny thing is, I made a game on Scratch with 20,000 sprites. I added a 0 to that. Do you like that? It's a boss rush. If you played it, it would probably explode from Yippee, but it lags so bad if I try to enter the editor. I'm dying. Let me have a drink of apple juice. Hang on a second. Artindi just loves hard coding values. Yep. I don't know if you're being sarcastic there, actually. Yeah, I don't. Artindi, get back to the barrel. Back to the barrel. All right, barrel's working. Barrel is the right size now. There we go. Barrel. Ta-da! Okay. Barrel works. Now all we gotta do is add it to a bunch of the levels. Which I don't really feel like doing right now in stream. Let's make the lights. That's what we put in the title of the stream. So let's actually, you know, do it. No way OT's pretty, huh? I'm already depressed, so it's okay. Can you imagine that that comment just out of context, just by itself, like laminated on somebody's wall? I'm already depressed, so it's okay. I'm gonna shut up now. Yay, yay! Why my eyes? No, it's because I used floss again. Wait, I just realized the thing he's doing with the barrel I actually did today in my 3D Godot game. Nice. Good job. Except you did it in 3D. Remonite. MFW, my Scratch game, has enough coding sins to get me executed. I don't give a darn. Undertale is held together by tape and glue. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, after Pirate Software pointed that out, everybody's like, who cares about my code? But it really is a thing. Unless you're working in a team, if you're just by yourself, as long as you can read your code later, it doesn't really matter. Which it kind of does at the same time. Like, you don't want to do that, but if you end up doing that, it's okay. But if you know how to make your code better and more readable and improve it, then do it, you know? But, you know, if you don't, or if you just don't know how yet, or you're getting there, it's okay. I'm out of apple juice. That was the sound of my apple juice going in the garbage. No more apple juice for me. MFW, my face win. Is that what it stands for? Who cares about how bad your code is in general? Just add a paragraph of commentary. Yep. If you add comments. Look at this. Commentless. Oh wait, no, here's some comments. That's because it's code I don't need anymore. Oh look, a comment. Get the gravity from the project settings to be synced with the rigid. Oh, that's the auto-added comment. Darn. Or is it? No, it is. Yep, I didn't add that. Yeah, apparently this just pops in from when you create a player character. Already depressed? It's okay. Alright, loads rocket launcher. That should be on a wall too. I'm dying. Okay, let's add the light. Let's do this. Let's make this light. We're gonna make it a new scene, so we can just add it to whatever we want. Let's call it a light. Oh wait, I can't just name it. I gotta actually like change it. Light 2D. Point light. We'll name this Death Flash. That sounds cool. There should be a game called Death Flash. That's too hard to pronounce, actually. Don't make that game. I smell level procrastination. You be working on lights instead? Well, the levels are done. What? No, I just didn't want to add the barrels to the level because that just sounds like really boring. And I'd rather get this done. Plus, that's what the video's called. It's lights. But oh, by the way, Artindi doesn't have taste buds anymore. Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's true. No, it's actually not true. I do have taste buds. I don't have the sense of smell. So I can taste. The taste is diminished because a large part of your taste is smell. But yeah, I don't have a sense of smell. Which is mostly a good thing. You'd be surprised. Most things smell bad, it turns out, in the world. Too often I hear people around me going, "Ah, it stinks." And I'm like, I don't smell anything. Instead of people going, "Ah, it smells so good." Maybe that's just because people like to complain more than they like to praise how good things smell. Okay, we're adding an animation player. And then we'll add the round light. See, I named this so good. It's just round, but it is in the file lights, so maybe it's all right. Boom. Okay, we're not gonna be able to see it here, but we're gonna start with it at like 0 energy, and the scale can be at 1. I think that should be fine. We'll name this Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon. It's gonna be a 1 second. Yeah, 1 second should be fine. I'm dying. That's how I cough. You cough and then you say you're dying right after. It makes it way more impactful. I have an idea. Have literally anyone send the word hot dog for no reason. Send the word hot dog. Yes. Like what you do just a little bit later. Hot dog. He's spamming hot dog, folks. Triple hot dog. Hot dodge. Monkey with a mask. Yes, I can confirm. I actually am Artindi. How did you find out? Dun dun dun. That's why I get distracted, is because secretly I'm also using an alt account. Makes a lot of sense. Anybody here have WarioWire DIY? I want to know what you think about it. I'm gonna get it soon. I don't even know what that is. Some game about Wario, I guess. Okay, let's add this animation. We're mostly going to be taking this, well, not the color. Well, we will have to change the color, but I don't think that'll be part of the explosion. We can just change it at any time. But here we're going to do the energy, and we're going to do the texture scale, and we're going to do the, well, I guess that's it. So anyway, it's going to start out as low, and then we're going to, like, instantly, in 1.1 seconds, we're going to change the texture scale to 5. I'm dying. It's just going to be an auto response from now on. Anytime I cough, instant, I'm dying. And then the energy is going to go to 4. We're going to make it, like, really, it's going to be a flash. Flash of all flash. And then half a second later, it's going to just die back down to 0 again. Create. Oh, what? I hit the wrong one. Stupid. Oh, I already did that. There we go. Right? I think that's what we want. Let's change this to, like, yellow. Not a barf yellow, though. That'll work. We can adjust it later if we need. And then we'll add some code. Actually, let's save it somewhere. We'll save it in Destructibles. Why not? Makes sense. And then we'll add some code. On ready, we'll go. Animation player.play flash. Boom. Send it on official Artindi Discord. Wait, what are you sending on my Discord? As you can tell, I'm a fan of level creators and such. Anybody else here have a Wario? Oh wait, that's what it is. I don't have Discord. Darn. If I kill you, aka a bad man, am I good or a bad man? The philosophy comes out. Oh, Potato King has to leave. Bye-bye, Potato King. Catch you later. I mean, Artini. I thought Badman would be funny. And it stuck. I can't even write my own name. Oh no. It's Thu Perfect Starty. It must be it. You're right. In my language, bad means both. So what? I don't know what you're talking about. The both man, or no, bath man. Okay. That's all we need, I think. But let's also kill it after the animation is done. So animation finished. Connect, and then cue free. Otherwise, we'll just have a bunch of like floating, invisible lights. Oh. Cue free. Don't forget to delete your stuff when you're done with it. And then, ready for this? Death flash. Copy that. And we're going to put it on the charger right here. Variable death flash equals preload type fingers type. There we go. Why does it not? Oh, I can't spell. That's why I can't type. Okay, and then we'll go down to where we spawn all this other stuff. We got spawn sparks, spawn chunks. Let's do function spawn death flash. That easy. What a coincidence. First DK twice, that kid and Monkey King with a mask exists. Then I'm Artindi, and now there's 3 Batmans. Chess. 4 towers. What are you guys talking about? What are you even saying? I'm not following. Oh, actually, you know what I realized? And I just totally didn't work it because I got a sick brain. I was gonna like do a poll to see what you guys want to do first, to see if we want to do the barrel or do lights. So let's do that real quick. Start a poll. What to work on first? The options are barrel, which we already did, or lights. Start poll. There we go. You guys can decide what we would have worked on first, but we already did. a very helpful poll. Just call me Al. How's it going, Al? Good morning. Glad you could make it to the stream. He's making a barrel? Yeah, what are we doing first? Are we going to make a barrel, or are we going to work on lights first? Anyway, let's keep working on lights now that we're done with the barrel. Be sure to do that poll, because it really matters at this point. See, and I was thinking about that while I was dying on my bed right before the stream started. I was like, I should do a poll, let them decide. And then I like half passed out. So yeah, that worked. All right, let's just copy this code. This code's a little cleaner. Right here, copy. I actually have this chunk of code saved on like a Word document, so I can just copy paste it in when I can't find it somewhere, because I just hate typing it all out. Even though I could type it all out. I know exactly what's in it, but it's just so much easier to do this. This is going to be Death Flash. New Death Flash. Oops. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Oh, I don't need it to look at, though. I can get rid of that. Why can't I go to a channel through the chat? You can, actually. You just can't click on their profile picture. There's these little 3 dots next to someone's chat. You can click on that and then go to their channel. I learned that like yesterday or something, day before. And I was like, wow, that's so informative. I'm going to keep that information so that when somebody asks that in my chat, I can be like, hey, look how smart I am. Yeah, I learned it yesterday. Good, how are you? I'm sick. Just call me Al. I'm very sick. Oh, I should just call you Al. My bad. I'm sick, Al. But that's okay, because who cares? I only say report and block. It only says report and block, really? Oh, does it only work like in my... No, because I figured that out while watching somebody else's stream. Or was it just me? No. Does it really only do that? Feel better, dude? I'll try. It only works for the streamer? Really? I thought I learned that while watching somebody else's stream. Interesting. Here, I'm gonna go to Badman's channel. Here we go. Go to channel. Wow, you have so much questionable content. No, just kidding. Anyway, See how to fail at streaming. I'm like doing stuff on my other screen while this screen is looking at boring code. Pro streamer moment right there. All right, so when we die in the, well, we could just do it here. Spawn chunk, spawn, death flash. See, and this should be in the die function, not in here. I should just be calling the die function. Let's do that. Let's be good coders for once. Go to the die function, put it where it's supposed to be. There we go. This is stuff that happens when you die. Let's see if it works. We can leave the barrel. Instantiate a charger. And let's do this. Let's see how this flash looks. Oh, I just closed it. I'm an idiot. Where's the... oh, it's at 0, 0. I'm still an idiot. There we go. There we go. Now it should work. I saw nothing. Did you guys see a flash? I didn't see any flashes. Rip off. What a waste. Why didn't it work? What's wrong? Death flash. Is it because it's too fast? Why didn't we see anything happen at all? Just... is it because energy's staying at 0 the whole time? No, it changes. Oh wait, no, this is energy. Yeah, energy's staying at 0 the whole time. Epic. This should be changing like 4. Alright, let's try again. How did I do that? It's because I'm sick. That's my excuse. Hey, there we go. That's way too bright though. Let's have it not flash all the way to 4. Let's just go to like 2. Where is it? There it is. Here. Let's have it flash to 2. And then also, what was the other thing I was going to change? I was going to enable shadows on. Shadows are on. Change the filter to that one, and then we'll do 6. There we go. Try again. Does that look like a little explosion? I don't know, does that look stupid, or does it look good? I think it's too yellow. I think it needs to be a little yellow, but I think it needs to be mostly white, maybe. Excuse me. Let's adjust it to there, maybe. What do you guys think? Did you see it? Let's keep the FUs out of chat, unless you're just cutting off something you're actually saying. maybe I'm not understanding because I just came back to chat and I don't know what you guys are talking about. Am I late? Once again, Kumbert, you are over an hour late. Smooth move. I expect better from you. Don't be sorry, be better. I have all these seemingly great ideas, but I don't have any skill to code them, and I'm afraid to work with somebody that may just steal it and leave. Any tips? Make it so they can't steal it. Like, abduct them, duct tape them to a chair with a computer, and then have them code, and you just watch them real close so they don't, like, you know, post to help me on Discord or something, or message the police through Facebook or whatever, and then you like code me this game until they finish coding it, and then while we're in make-believe land and while I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy recently, then you pull out your wand and you obliviate them and erase their memories so that they can't report you to the police. And voila, that's your solution. All done. And that's how you overcome the inability. Yeah, that looks a lot better. That's how you overcome the inability to code. and not have people steal your ideas. No, it's really hard to work with other people, actually. I can understand that. It's mostly what I hear from a lot of other people, because they'll get like people together to work on a game, and then there'll be an imbalance of how frequently people want to work on them, or someone will just disappear forever and be like, what happened? And they were relying on that person for something, or I don't know. There's a lot of complexities that come with putting a game together with more than one person. But then at the same time, those complexities can be nullified by the contributions they make. Like, I'm okay at a lot of the different aspects of indie game development, but people who are specialized in either code or art or music or whatever it is, they're so much better at it than I am. So I'm well-rounded in all these things, but I'm not specialized on any one of them. Where if you get someone who is really good at just that one thing, and that you get them to help you with that one thing, it's amazing how much they can get done and all that stuff. I apologize if I'm missing all your guys' chats, but I guess people just like that as background noise. What? Is there really 19 watching now? There's mainly only like 4 to 6 chatting. That's how a lot of streams are, though. I think like you go to a stream with like 200,000 people, and then it seems like everybody's chatting, but it's probably only like 14 of them. Looks like Barrel won the poll. Everybody wants to work on the barrel first. That's good because we did. So excellent work there. Eric Viking, I'm just listening in, which you're welcome to do. I saw a little video yesterday, I think. That also counts as the other day. I saw a video yesterday, where a chick was like, "Hey, don't call out lurkers in your stream. That's like when you're a teacher in the class calling out the quiet kid to say something. It's rude, and they don't want to be called out. It's like, I don't think they care. They're lurking." I lurk all the time, and it doesn't matter. You sick, dude? I am sick. I'm quite sick. I was more sick yesterday. I'm less sick today, but still sick enough. I almost didn't stream. I've already mentioned this. Sorry to the people who already heard this, but I almost didn't stream. I was like lying on my bed, and it's hard for me to take a nap, and I almost took a nap, and I was like, oh yeah, I got to stream, and I almost canceled so I could take a nap because it's so hard for me to pull that off sometimes. But yeah, here we are streaming, working on looking at this circle. Look at this circle. Why are people going on about blood? What is happening right now? I have no idea. YouTube can't do math. In DK, uses a barrel as well to summon Diddy Kong. It all comes together again. Full circle. How to fail at health. Yep, that's the joke I've been hearing. How to fail at staying well. That's a nice circle indeed. I mean, look at this circle. It's very circly. But it's not a circle. Look. Straight line. Straight line. It's a fake circle. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4. There's 24 sides to this circle. What is a 24-sided shape called? It's an ecositetragon. This is an ecositetragon, not a circle. Godot lied to us. My goodness. Artindi, how blessed I am if I tell... How blessed am I if I tell you I only have been sick for like 3 or 4 times? Oh, that's pretty good. And I guess maybe it depends on what you count as sick. I'm getting a note here. Huh. Anyway, it's not a note I can share. It's something something different about people that live close to us. Unimportant. Anyway. The blood stuff is just because Monkey with a Mask talked about his blood drying out because he didn't drink for 72 hours and talked about blood because I tasted it for over an hour. That's gross. Yeah, maybe you should drink water. Maybe I should drink water. But I don't live near Artindi. I am Artindi. We don't have trains. You just remember last streams. Yeah, there's no trains. Okay, what are we doing? I'm so distracted. You guys are the worst. Oh, we're gonna add all these. We're gonna add this code that I added to the charger to everything else. So let's start with. Let's do this. Let's do this way. We're gonna start with this one. We're gonna close down wall tiles. Yeah, there we go. So we'll add it to cannon. Add it to the bomb cannon. And we'll add it to the path bot. Save, and then we'll go back. Now we need to add this spawn death flash to each of these after the spew chunks function. I really just ought to change the name of that to spew chunks. It wouldn't be that hard. You can just do the change all, you know. And one more. There we go. Then we just need to add the call. Spawn death flash. Almost there. Almost there. Done. Record time. Okay, before we move on though, we are going to change the name of spawn chunks to spew chunks because it just is so much better. Spew chunk. Actually, that's nasty. Spawn chunk. We're gonna Control Alt F. No, that's not it. That's how you find it and everything. Let's just do Control F. No, what is it? I can just. How do I do it? Search. Replace in files. There. It will replace everything called spawn chunk to spew chunk. Because it's funny. Replace. Is it going to replace everything? Is it going to do it? Or do I have to match case, of course. What? Well, maybe I just got to do it in the. Hang on. Close. Maybe I just have to do it one file at a time. Replace with spew chunk. There we go. I should call it spew chunks. Let's do spew chunks because it's always multiple. Replace all. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, I can just do it. Just do it. Replace all. Haha. Replace all. Replace all. There we go. Updated. We fixed the code. The code is that you can't say this isn't good code now because we have a function called spew chunks. we only have very professional code in our games. Artindi, you're gonna be so distracted by that, you know. And whose fault is that? It's mine. Okay, let's everyone spam Artindi, the rise of chat. The rise of chat. Actually, there's a lot of not safe for work games just on different shop than Steam. I once saw a page like itch. I'm sure they exist. Not that we, want them to. The genre inverted roguelike only has one game thus far. I know there are multiple games like this. Oh yeah, prove it. I haven't ever heard of any games like mine. It's too original. What are you talking about? No, just kidding. Little Turtle. You use motion made grounded for top-down movements. Maybe, I don't... Motion made grounded for top-down movements. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what motion made grounded is. Let's check it out. Everything should have a flash, and everything should be spewing chunks. Yeah, when they die, there's little... Yeah, look at that. Oh, that was a big flash. Yeah, you see that? Little flashes when they die. Looks good. It's a slightly off-white flash. It's just a little bit yellow. I think it could have just a touch more yellow so it doesn't look quite so white when it flashes. Let's adjust that. It's just kind of off-white. Let's move it a little closer to the yellow. So it's still white, but has a touch of yellow. Let's do that. Let's try it. Try it again. Artindi, okay, so real talk. Why are FPS games, Battle Royale games, so bad at weapons? It depends on the game, but I don't know. That's the answer. I don't really know. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. There's hardly a difference. It's just slightly more yellow. But it separates the light a little bit from the ambient light, which is pure white. So I think it works a bit better. The difference is minimal. Okay, and one more thing we're gonna do to make this maybe look just a little bit better is we're gonna go to the chunk. We're gonna add an occlusion shape. Light occluder. It's going to occlude some light. And we're just going to do a little circle, a little octagon right in the middle. Is that an octagon? It's more like a pentagon. No, it's a 6 by 4. This isn't going to be very round shaped, is it? It's going to be oval shaped. That's okay. That's a 12-sided shape. Is it? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a 10-sided shape. Whatever that is. Let's see how that looks. Just to test. It might look really dumb. But I can't have it be too specific of a occlusion. Because that's not bad. It's not really good either. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too round? I don't know. Because we get the shadows. Are they too? I don't know. Maybe it's not an important enough thing because they disappear shortly after appearing anyway, and nobody's gonna be like looking right at them, right? Or is it too distracting? What do you guys all think? Make it a Marigon. Yeah, it should be a little less round, I think. A little less round, more like a square maybe, but then it'd look a little off, don't you think? Or should I just make it smaller? Like I don't know. Accidentally tried his symbol the first stream I watched. What? You tried my symbol? That Artindi accidentally tried his... Oh, no, I get what you're talking about. That was kind of funny, but... You know what's sad, though, is that symbol has been turned into such a bad thing in Western culture, though. It's actually like still a really good thing, and to this day in most cultures it represents positive attributes. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I mean, nobody's really going to be looking at it that close. We'll leave it like that. If we need to change it later because people are like, dang, that looks so dumb. It just adds a little bit more interaction with the lights, I think. One more thing I feel like we need to add is some smoke particle effects when the when the bad guys die. Are the little dudes not lighting up? Hang on, I gotta check. Delete. Okay. Instantiate the, what's it called? Pathbot. Breaking news: the shadows don't fade nicely. The shadows just kind of like, I didn't notice that. So maybe I should just get rid of the shadows. Maybe that's what it was. I was like, something's off about it, but I can't quite tell. No, there's a flash. I saw the flash. Do you see the flash? Boom. Oh wait, I didn't. Yeah, so there's still a flash. Yeah, you're right. That's probably what it was. That was making me be like, not so sure. The shadow is an instantaneous fade. I don't know if it's possible to make it not fade. Yeah, watch the shadow. Boop. Yeah, they just kind of disappear. Yeah, that's. I don't know how to fix that either. I don't know if it's fixable, because it's just gonna be shadows stick around and then poop out. Yeah, we'll just get rid of the shadows then, because I don't think it's gonna be an easy thing to change at all, because I don't think that's even a thing that can be adjusted. Yep. Goodbye. We'll just let them be debris on the floor. Why would they really cast a shadow anyway, unless they're right on top of the light? But we'll just let it die. Are you breaking into future OpenEye's headquarters in this game? Not quite. That would make sense though, wouldn't it? My ADHD brain will always notice details. Don't get rid of the shadows. Too late! I got rid of them. Not all the shadows, just the shadows on the debris. I think it was, I don't know. It was cool, but at the same time, the shadows disappearing just looks bad. Maybe it's just a little too chaotic. I think, going back now, I think this looks better, because the debris adds to the chaos a little bit, but then we don't also have the shadows as well. Just begging for people to have an epileptic episode while playing the game. So we'll take them out. It's a little cleaner. It'll probably help people's GPUs keep up as well. For all the potato computers out there, I'm thinking of you. I got rid of the shadows because of you. It's because I care. When will you change the yellow explosion circle, Artindi? Just having it transparent makes it look better immediately. When will you change the yellow explosion circle? Oh, yeah, that's right. Just having it transparent will make it look better immediately. Having it transparent, so just like that, transparent would make it like no. Oh, you're saying instead of a solid yellow circle. Yeah, that's going to be a thing eventually. I don't know exactly what we're going to animate for that explosion. If it will be a full animation or if it'll just be a big light flash. But we also want to communicate exactly where the boundary is, so that if the player gets hit by it, they know they get hit by it. And we haven't seen him yet, so I can look at him. Hang on. Sure, we'll find him eventually. Yeah, here's one. So it just goes boop, yellow circle, yellow prototyping circle. Yeah, we do need something better there, but I'm not sure what. And you're right. If I just made it transparent, it would look better. But it is just the placeholder. Add a setting to turn off lights and add a secret setting that makes the screen 90% darker. Why? If you needed to click and swipe to cut, now make QWOP controls. QWOP. QW. I'm gonna die because I'm looking at my. They're so far apart. How do you choose colors for pixel art? Do you make a list of all the colors you'll need in the future, or add colors as you go? I usually just add colors as I go. Some people will pick a palette and then stick to the palette and then change palettes if they realize that they're lacking. I've picked palettes before, and sometimes it can help the game feel a little bit more precise. But I don't know. Depends on who you are, I guess. Typically, what I do is I just kind of pick colors as I go and then adjust it till I think it looks good enough. Although it probably looks better if I would just stick to a pre-made palette. I see. I thought you'd change it later on. Just thought about that small change would make it better, similar to adding the lights. Yeah. Why not? Let's do it. Until we change it later on. Where's the prototyping? Prototyping placeholder art. I think it's this one. Yeah, bomb area. Oh, it is. It is partly transparent. Interesting. Let's see. Is this a Christmas song? Let's see. Flip. Where is it? Adjustments. Hue. Brightness. Contrasts. No, that's not it. Dang it. Adjustments. Hue. Saturation. And I can change the alpha down like that. Let's try it like that much. Agreed. Okay. Now it should be a little bit less intense. Let's see. It still just looks like straight up yellow. What the heck? Am I using a different sprite there? Or is it just that intense? Guess I could see. Bomb. Oh yeah, look, it's a totally different sprite. It's called Bomb 2. Well, since we're prototyping, since it's just a prototype anyway, let's go to the bomb scene. Change the, let's change it to this one. There. Easy. Easy peasy. And this is just temporary till we actually figure out what we're going to do with that explosion. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Excuse me. That's how I get through crowds in real life too. I just swing my sword until people get out of the way. There. It's a little less intense. But it looks a little less... Well, I mean, that's what makes it look better. The lower intensity. Although there's no light to accompany it, we'll have to add a flash to that when it actually... The final product will obviously have a big light flash accompanying it. I don't know what it's going to be though until we actually make it. Make the bomb insta-kill regardless of shield if you're standing right on it, but have it deal damage in a wider area over a few frames. I feel like that could be confusing to the player. Because if they're normal, games don't normally do that. So I feel like that could confuse the player if they're used to taking only one damage that breaks their shield. And then one of the times they're standing right on top of it and then they just die even with their shield on. Then they'll be like, hey, what happened? You know? So that'd be hard to communicate. There's a chunk behind the wall. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna care to fix that though. But they disappear so quickly anyway. It's one of those bugs that's like, oh, look at that. It's not a high priority bug, is what I'm saying. It's something that'd be nice to fix, but I'm not going to worry about it right now, because most of the time people aren't really going to care about it. Artindi Barrel's got 69% on the poll, and Light's got 30. Nice. Yeah, a flash, etc. will improve it, but it looks better already. It does. And when we actually make the full animation of the bomb explosion, I think it will look a lot better once we figure out what that's going to be. But I'm glad GDevelop has Pascal implemented. Hey, that's cool. Why is it like they just integrated Pisco into GDevelop? That's interesting. And why wouldn't they just integrate Sprite? If so, why didn't they integrate Sprite? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, a flash, etc. will improve it, but it looks better. Yeah, I've read that. Yeah, I have no idea how to do the explosion animation. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've done some explosion animations in other games, but they were kind of slower. They weren't quite as fast. And I don't know. I don't necessarily want it to look like a typical explosion either, which are plenty difficult to animate, and I'm sure I could if I wanted to, but I'd rather make it look different anyway. So Sprite isn't free, unfortunately. That's why. Oh, okay, that's why. Unless you compile it, which, I mean, I figured they'd have to if they're going to integrate it anyway, but you can get Sprite for free because it's, I believe, to some extent open source or something. They have it on GitHub that you could just download it and compile it. I'm a day ahead of Artindi. Oh yeah, you get your explosions done already? I use Pisco. It has everything I really need. It's true, it's pretty good. It's gotten better. When I first used it, it really wasn't that good. I was like, this is crap. And then I tried Sprite and I was like, oh, much better. But I think they've improved it a lot, probably, because people say they like it a lot. And when I first tried it, I was like, man, this sucks. I'm dying. I'm still dying. Okay, I think there's still more stuff to add lights to, but they're not really that important. One was the cannon. You can't see it, but there's this red light on its head. Which maybe we can just plop that. Oh, see, but it's not going to work because I got a collision layer right here. We'll find out. Let's just plop it in. There. And then we'll do round. Change the color to red. I don't think it's gonna work. Let's find out. Let's just look at it. Instantiate the cannon. Instantiate it right there. Makes the whole thing look red. Or if we should make it blink. Or should it increase its brightness as it's about to fire? That might be good. Like when the beam comes on, it will turn on as well. Let's try that. You know, Snake, now make it into a roguelike. I bet you somebody's done that. Technically, Snake is a roguelike, right? To some extent. Well, a roguelite. But I just call run-based games roguelikes. Let's be real. How would you Snake roguelike work? You need some kind of progression and skill ceiling. Well, it'd be impossible to make Snake a roguelike. It would have to be a roguelite just because it's Snake mechanics. Because roguelike is so incredibly restrictive to what types of games can count as a roguelike. But anyway, I just went back on what I said where I just call all run-based games roguelike. I was just trying to sound smart for a second. Don't judge me. Make it have a dim blink when not firing, and make it really bright when firing. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let me try, because it's gonna be easy doing this. Let me try just adding it to this animation. Where'd it go? Point light. Let's rename it to top light. We're just gonna add it in right here. Mostly the energy, we'll change it to 0. Great. And then starting here, it will increase its brightness, which will also indicate when it's going to fire, right? So we'll go to 0.2, and then over this period it will increase in brightness until it gets to where it fires. And we'll increase it all the way to like 1.4, I think. And then have it fade back down to 0. So 0. Yeah, I think that will work. Except it's saying it's all the same value all the way through. Of course it is, because I didn't hit enter. Let's try it. Let's see. That's what it looks like. What continent am I mean, is Artindi from? What continent do I sound like I'm from? It's working, sort of. But also not really. I'm not in love with it. Where'd it go? Canon. Let's see. Maybe this needs to be 0.1. And I think we also have to change the scale as well. Top light. Scale. Let's attach that. We'll start the scale out at 0.5. It would be a little itty bitty light. And we'll change it to 1 right here. Oh, I just changed the original. 0.5. Insert key 1. Insert key, we'll change this to 2. And then back down to 0.5. Dang it, insert key. Oh, not 5. This is supposed to be 2. There we go. Let's try that. And I'm missing everybody's chats. How to fail that live streaming. From now on, you will stub your toe. Every time it's almost healed, it stubs it again. Did you cast a forever stub toe spell? You sound English, so like every continent I could think of except Asia. I mean, technically, yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate. Because most people, well, not most people, a lot of streamers stream in English, even if they're from other countries, just because it works. Can you make another turret that shoots many heat-seeking missiles? That would be cool, but no. That's scope creep. I already have it balanced where it is. I don't need to add anything else right now. It's a good idea, though. I do like the idea, but no, we're gonna. The game is pretty much done. We're just making it look good. Maybe in the future, be a DLC that will charge extra money for. It'll be like Harry Potter Quidditch. You have to pay for it if you want that. When the cannon is sus. Does it look sus now? Why is it sus? What? can you make it... Hey, Helixo, how's it going? Can you make it so where I can go band for band with the turrets? I don't know what band for band is. Otherwise, yes. Yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit better now. Especially if we had a sound effect, then the... Like if the sound effects was like this. Something like that. In fact, I think I'm just going to record that. I'll just... my voice. That would be the sound. Yep. That's what we're going to do. Boom. That's right. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. There, we added a light. I think all the lights are added now. Maybe we'll put more in, but... Farewell, friend. Oh, who's leaving? I missed who's leaving. I'm sorry. Goodbye, whoever it is that's leaving. Oh, a bad man? Goodbye, bad man. Oh, I'm killing them before they can actually do anything. The red light just didn't show up very much, but hey, it's that little teeny detail. No one really cares. It didn't really need to be in the game anyway, but now it is. Pew. It works. I'm happy with it. Excuse me. Artindi, make a setting for voice acting sounds. Enable bad sound effects. Can you imagine like somebody looking at... That sounds like something you'd see in a short sketch or something. Like something from... I don't know, Viva La Dirt League or the... What's that? Milk whatever. Where it's like... They're like, oh, the sounds are too loud, and they go to adjust them, and then they notice the enable bad sound effects, and they're like, what's this? And then they turn it on, and it's just some voice in the background. Swing, swing, boom, explosion, boom, swing, swing, pitter patter of footsteps, pat 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 pat, you know. Then you just get the character in the sketch going like, oh, it's awful. Oh, I need to change the look, they're on the ceiling. Why is it way up there? Let's fix that real quick, because that's easy. Ordering. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we should walk on top of the chunks. There, they're beneath me now. That's how I've always felt about them. They're beneath me. All these game dev chunks, they're all beneath me. That works. I don't know. Should I be done streaming now so I can go and be sick somewhere? Artindi, add a setting to make all the pixel art just the how to fail style bonus points if it's just famous frames ripped from the video. That sounds like a whole lot of work for like not very much, because like only a few people are actually going to click on that, and only a few people are actually going to play the game with it set to that. It'd be like tons of work for somebody for like 30% of the players to turn on for like 5 seconds just to be like, that's funny, and then turn off again. Man, that would be so painful. It would be pretty funny though. Why doesn't turret readjust aim? Is it stupid? Oh, I died. The turret does readjust aim, just not after it's set. Once it's started telegraphing that it's gonna fire, then it doesn't move until after it's fired. Like most cannons of its nature. This isn't original. It's just that's just how it works. It gives the player time to be like, oh shoot, I should move out of the way. Telegraphing. Oh, I moved too soon. I guess I could just kill it and then walk down the hallway. That'd work better. The hardest thing is when it's... Actually, it's not that hard because its fire rate is so slow. Maybe if you turn the fire rate up with one of the abilities that you choose, when it's down at the end of a long hallway, it could be a little bit annoying. Especially if it has a faster fire rate. Like if it was down... I'm trying to find a good hallway so I can show you what I'm talking about. But they spawn randomly, so it's not always going to be that way. Like if... Oh, I feel like there's lag right now. What the heck? Oh, everybody dead. Oh, I died. I was about to get to a long hallway too. Now I can't show you. What a bummer. I have a puzzle game where if you complete a level, your inputs are repeated, but the level changes. What do you think? So the first level could be like just a big open square, then the next level there's a certain path you have to take, and so in the first level you have to take that path. And so by the end, after what, like 10 levels or something, you have to move in the first level so that it completes every single level all the way through. That'd be interesting. Although it would take a lot of thought to pull that off, and you wouldn't be able to do a whole lot more than just a few levels, I think. I think 10 would even be a stretch. But that'd be cool. And then the levels would actually be groupings of levels. It's not a bad idea. I might steal that idea. No, just kidding. I won't. Just make every sprite the PNG of your character sitting at a desk. That'd be so awful. Yeah, like that. Oh, I nailed what you meant by it. Nice. No, I think it's a good idea. Artindi, idea: a really rare room with like 20 turrets spawned in every wall of the hallway. It will always insta-kill you if you can't run fast enough because the 20 turrets are all slightly offset. What turns the turrets on when they start firing you is this circle. So like if I were to move this guy up, it won't fire at me unless I walk into that circle. So I'm out of the circle. I don't think I can't even see it. The circle's plenty large. As soon as I walk in the circle, then it will start a timer, and when the timer goes off, it fires. But I think the timer's also set randomly so that if turrets are right next to each other, they don't look synchronized. They'll eventually get off, be offset because of the random timer in them. But even then, that would require you to walk into their detection circle at the exact same time. Which most of the time, if there's multiple cannons, like if there's two, you'd have to walk in right here. Although even if you walked in right here, it's gonna be really close, but it'll still be a slightly offset. But if you have even more than that, like if you had 3 turrets even, they'd have to be right there for you to hit all of them at the same time. Sort of. But even then, because you're a circle, you're going to be hitting this one before you hit that one. So, I don't know. It's interesting. It's not very likely. I wouldn't have to program the offset, is all I'm saying. Because just by the way they are, they're going to be offset. So in this case, this one will be firing at me, but the other two are not because I'm not in their circles yet. But now I am. But once you enter their circle, they don't have anything that turns them off from firing you. So now that I'm moving further away, they're still going to be shooting at me. And that's because there's walls. If you do run past them, it doesn't matter because now they just can't reach you. Unless it happens to be open for some reason, but the actual level or gameplay is too complex for them to reach that. But the bomb cannon has both entrance and exit. So when you enter the area, they'll fire at you, and when you leave the area, they stop firing at you. Because they have global range without that because it just drops down on top of you, you know. So even if you're super far away, they'll still drop on you. And so I made it so that if you don't kill them and you get past them, then once you get far enough, they'll stop firing at you. That beam's light stops at the back of the beam front of the turret. What? The beam's light stops at the back of the beam / front of the turret. Yes, it does. The light is coming from the front of the cannon, so I figure yeah, maybe it doesn't look natural, does it? I don't know. It might need some work. Why? Because many people with disabilities are able to play your game that way. Pirate Software mentioned something important in a video I saw yesterday. Add controller support. I don't wanna. Why? Because many people with disabilities are able to play your game that way. It's true, I suppose. Maybe it's not that hard to add controller support. I've just never done it, and so I'm like, I don't really want to learn how to do that. So I bet you it's hard. I bet you once I look into it, though, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's easy. The thing is, if you add controller support, then people are like, wait, you added controller support, but you're not going to add, what's it called? Key mapping? Is that that's what it is? Key something? Control mapping? I'm not going to add control mapping. So, the controls that I give you, WASD and mouse, that's what you get. And space, I guess. WASD, space, and mouse. Those are your controls. And I'm not going to change them. And I'm not going to make it so you can change them either. So if you play on PC, this game, you're going to be doing WASD, space, and mouse. And sorry if that's inconvenient for you, but the effort of adding control mapping, and I'm sure there's people out there like, oh, it's easy. I've tried several times. It's not really as easy as it sounds. I'm not going to add that to this game because it's just a little teeny who cares game. If it turns out adding controller support is easy, I'll look into it and see. If it is, then I'll add that. But I won't add control mapping to controllers either. It's just going to be whatever the controls I think would be on a controller. Then that's it. Key binding. That's what it is. Key binding. Yeah, I'm not adding key binding. It's just going to be. I think it's mapping too. Control mapping, key binding, key mapping. I want to say that there's another term for it that's exactly the same thing. Maybe in a thesaurus. But yeah, how to fail at well-being. Yep. Just make the circle like 10 times larger. No, I don't, well, no. So I'm trying to reduce lag by doing that a little bit. Because if they're 10 times larger, then the turrets back here will be firing at you when they can't reach you anyway. And so I only want them firing at you when you're next to them, for the most part. But adding key binding isn't complicated, but still way more effort than controller support, in my opinion. Yeah, I bet you controller support is significantly easier. Because I've tried to add key binding before, and I'm like several times, by following tutorials even, and it's just been like, holy crap, no, this is way too hard. And maybe I just was looking at the wrong stuff or something, but it was insanely difficult. And eventually I need to learn how to do that, because if I'm going to make high level important games, then I ought to be able to add that. But man, it's stupidly difficult how hard it is. Video idea: how to fail at curing depression. This sounds like a brutal video. I'm 40 seconds behind because I thought I missed Artindi's commenting. Uh-oh, my bad. Or you're bad. Except your comment just came through right now. So you're going to see this reply in 40 seconds then? People have different keyboards. French have AZERTY instead of QWERTY. So key binding would be useful. Well, I guess French people won't play my game. I'll worry about it after the game is done. How about that? When I'm like, okay, the game's done. What do I work on? Oh, I guess I could add key binding now. You know, All the French people missing out on playing my game. Well, it'd be, I don't know. I don't know. It's something that I want to add. It's just such a pain in the neck that I'm like, forget that. Not good advice though, but yeah. I think we're going to be done with the stream though, because it is really hot. We added the lights that we needed to add. So, I mean, title's up. What are we going to work on next though? Should we work on, there's not much else to work on. I guess we could work on that explosion maybe. We'll put it to a vote next time we get on. We could work on the explosion for this thing. I don't know what it's going to be though. It'll probably take like 5 minutes once we actually decide to do it. We could work on the end screens. We could work on the end room. This room. Make it look like it's not just prototypes. Cause that looks stupid. We gotta make it look fancy. Yeah, I have to wait 40 seconds now. What? We'll just hit go live. Like catch up. If you're on YouTube, you just click the button. It says watch live or something like that. Key binding is just like using a third variable to do a value swap. It probably is. I can't remember now. Like I tried to learn it a couple times, like I said, but it's painful. Still, the controls on AZERTY keyboards still can be usable. AZERTY. But would they still have to use WASD? Like if I code it to do W, it's not going to be that key on the keyboard. It's going to be wherever W is on their keyboard. But maybe they get used to it, because a lot of games don't have controller or key binding, right? Reverse slice directions each swing and make the laser blink while they follow you as if they're aiming, and then they do the shooting like they have now but shorter. Reverse slice direction each swing and make the lasers blink while they follow you as if they're aiming. And then they do the shooting like they have now but shorter. That could be good. Reverse swing. Maybe. Thing is, I'd have to make the reverse swing on every form of the swing, including this one. Which this one has, see that shape? That shape is hard-coded as a collision shape, which it's not symmetrical at all. Or when it's longer, like this, that shape is also hard-coded, which is not symmetrical. I did it really professional. You want to see? Professional. See, there's there's the sword collision shapes. when they swing the sword, they become active depending on the sword you're swinging. So this square right here is the short sword, and then one of the circles, I think. So you got a circle and the square make up the of the short version of the sword, and then you got this longer circle with this circle slightly offset, so that it sits inside the animation of the longer sword. And then you have this circle for the circular attack, and then this circle for the circular attack. Which, if you'll notice, because I drew the animation and then made the collision shape after, he swings further out behind him than he does in front of him. Look at that. Same thing here. Here's like the center of the animation. I don't know how I ended up doing that, but I did it. But you don't really notice. Like, I bet you guys didn't even know until I pointed it out to you. But the swing goes out a little further behind you than it does in front of you. So facing your enemies is actually dumb. You should face away from them if you want to reach further. Haha! Attack from behind. Shh! Don't tell anybody. This is the meta for speedrunning. You can hit them sooner by swinging backwards. I pointed out how dumb my game development skills are, and all the viewers left. There's only 7 people now. They're like, wow, this guy sucks. It's funny. I look up, everybody's gone. I think that's a sign to end the stream. Reverse swing, so like doing combos. You should always swing from one direction only. Couldn't you just mirror every second swing and shorten the shooting part because you'll add blinking aiming? The turret blinking, that's what I meant. Yeah. Almost skipped back because I thought I missed that as well after I skipped forward to be on time again. What? You didn't know this? If you left it in... Oh, poor speedrunners. Remind me of Zelda AOT where they run backwards since Link is faster that way. That's funny. The difference is so minimal though, but I guess if speedrunners care for that extra reach of damage. I feel like those speedrunners won't care about doing damage. They mostly will just be going like this and running past everybody. Right? Why would they care to swing their sword? They just run past everything. As long as they don't get touched by the ones that actually do damage by touching you. Which are these ones? Oh, okay, I died. I died. We might have to do some lag fixing too. I was detecting a lot of lag while we're doing that. So we'll see. Okay, we're gonna go bye now. I need to go be sick and stuff. We might stream tomorrow, I guess, maybe just for a little bit. We'll play a little bit of not this. That looks so dumb. Okay, anyway. We'll play a little bit of what's the game? Rain World. Rain World. In fact, let's get it. No, let's not install while we're streaming. Who knows how much. Wow. Oh, it's all just announcements of downpour. What's this? The Watcher. Introducing Rain World, The Watcher. Hey, Slugcats, Rain World, The Watcher is the next DLC expansion of Rain World. What? No way, another expansion? I haven't even played the original yet. My goodness, I'm so excited. Wow, they were really working on Rain World Downpour for forever, weren't they? Holy. Anyway. Yeah, maybe we'll play that tomorrow a little bit. As well as what any other games you guys want to throw at me, as long as they're made by you and free to play online without download. Could you change it so that you could run backwards? I mean, you can run backwards in my game. Maybe you should add a moonwalk mode. You misspelled add for sure. Add a moonwalk mode to unlock after playthrough. That could be good. Well, bye. Yeah. I'll catch you later. I do need to go. I need to go be sick and stuff. You know, all that. But thanks for hanging out for this stream while we got so much done. We added not really that. Well, I guess we added all the explosions of them dying. It looks better. There's a few more things to add, but we're getting there. But thanks. I'll catch you all later, some other time tomorrow, I guess, maybe next week for sure. I don't know. Well, I don't know if we're going to stream as much. We might stream as much as we did this week, as much as I was sick. Just 1 or 2 streams, maybe 3, I don't know. Because I need to get that video done and put it out by next weekend. Because I was going to shoot for this weekend, but it didn't happen. So there won't be as many streams next week, just so you know. But we'll still have them. Keep an eye out. But anyway, goodbye. The number just went up to 10. Somebody just joined right as we're ending. Sorry to whoever joined, but we are ending the stream now. If you're confused, so am I. But goodbye. Catch you later, guys.